Alright friends, welcome back. This is Let's Play Jade Empire, of course, and things are really getting exciting. Also, in case you weren't paying attention, because I know I wasn't, we are indeed now in the Emperor's tomb, the main entrance. So I didn't really notice while we were down there, and it's too late to go back, but I suspect that cave shifted a little bit with the collapse, and that's why we exited at a different position. Kind of impressive then that the Watcher knew to meet us here. I'm pretty sure we already read this. Yes. And if we are correct, from what we were told, there are going to be more disturbed ghosts as we make our way out of the necropolis. But that's good. It means more XP. Yeah, we do seem to do a lot more with Chi Strike. I don't recall having really used Chi Strike that much in previous playthroughs, but maybe that was a mistake. It does seem to be a decent damage increase, and I haven't even leveled it up all the way at this point. Let's head back this way. Oh, I blocked. I guess I was interrupted by the first one. Come on. What is his support style again? Recovers your health. Not the best, but let's try him with support now. I'm not going to heal up since he will heal me. Let me guess. More spirits. Maybe not. One last group? Yep, here we go. Mummies at any rate. Yeah, you can see my health slowly regaining. And the petrification attack does some damage too, that's pretty nice. Let's go say goodbye to Shen. Wonder what he thinks of all this. Why does he have an arrow on his head?
Did you hear that rumbling? It must have shook the entire hill. The Emperor's tomb, it's collapsed.
Yes, I know. It was old anyway. Just pretend you didn't notice.
How could I not notice? They probably felt it all across the city. It is a bad omen. There's no doubt about that. The Emperor's own tomb. I fear the spirits will be even more troublesome after this.
Sorry, Shen, but I have bigger problems.
Maybe I should consider a job in the countryside.
Wouldn't blame you if you did.
Is there anything else you need?
I do like that they give him an updated conversation. Alright, some other time. Didn't mean to do that. I imagine at this point it'll be a pretty smooth walk back to the flyer. It's possible the Lotus Assassins might have heard the collapse and are coming for me, but I don't recall that being the case. We are closer to the heart of the enemy. The others will want to know about this. We should return to the flyer. Guess we don't have a choice.
So, your lost sheep, Sagacious Zoo, returned to save you. I didn't think he had the nerve.
That's because people are nothing but tools to you.
My dear little Dawnstar, I'm a princess. People bow to me. That is the way things are. Of course, many things are not as I thought they were, if what we learned from Jia is true.
So we don't really have evidence, we just have her word for it. The evidence would have condemned Death's Hand, and it does the same for your father.
I know what you found and what the implications of it are. The Emperor himself ordered the golems constructed, and the workers were stolen from their homes. By the water dragon's mercy, they are enslaved until they die, and then trapped within the golems. I have seen the proof. But how can it be true?
He has taken our master, killed our friends. What if assaulting the water dragon is true too? He must be stopped.
No! I will not believe it! We have to go to the palace and give him the chance to explain!
If we confront him, it may not end peacefully.
You will see. This is trickery from Death's hand. Or someone else.
There is more. Zhu told me about Master Li's murdered family. The child is alive.
Layers upon layers, as if this wasn't complicated enough. Now you are really stepping beyond the realm of reason. Why would Zhu know this?
He was part of the group sent to kill them, but he had a change of heart.
Only partially, it would seem, or they would both be alive.
You're not wrong.
Does this change anything? We can tell Master Li and give him hope, but we must rescue him first.
Then let's quit talking and go to the palace. I will lead the way.
I have grave concerns about this. Please talk to me before we leave for the palace. I worry for you if the princess cannot see the danger.
She says she can get my marvelous dragonfly there in one piece. I've heard no other options, and I won't risk the finish flying blind.
Everyone be quiet! Are you ready to go? If you have business left in the Imperial City, you'd better finish it. I won't be leaving the palace without an answer.
I need to speak with Dawnstar first.
You would delay us for a chat with your precious country girl? Pat her head and get back soon. I want answers, and there's only one place left to get them.
Patience, princess. Palace isn't going anywhere. So this is the real point of no return then. You can still do stuff in the city if there's anything left to do. Bounties or whatnot. But at this point, yep, all that's left is the main quest.
Hurry to the palace. I hate it that Master Li is trapped there. Who knows what the Emperor is doing with him?
My father will explain. Death's hand is behind this. You will see.
Did you want to talk? Your feelings are very important to me. It looks like I'm talking to Silk Fox, but this is clearly meant to be for Dawnstar.
It is just about time, isn't it? The Emperor or Death's Hand or whoever can only keep us from our master for so long. So much has happened to get us here. Our hard work, the loss of Sagacious Zhu. I'm looking forward to having our questions answered. I also don't want to worry about you anymore. What if you were next to fall?
If I fall, I doubt anyone else will survive. That's not really comforting. I will always be here for you, Dawnstar. You will come to trust that.
I think I trust you now, but I'm not sure what should come next. This seems like such an uncertain time to be making plans for the future.
Then don't. Live in the
I feel
present.
selfish for trying to find peace while this war of ours continues. When we free Master Li, that will be the more appropriate time for this.
If that is what you require, Dawnstar, it is more incentive for me to succeed. Aww.
I doubt you need any more incentive, but I am glad I have that effect. Now it is just up to the princess to keep her word. And we can end this. Everything will be all right again. I know it.
Then gather everyone and have Kang ready the flyer.
If you want to go to the palace, you will have to talk to Princess Liane. She's the one who controls that path. I can still have the map ready if you want to fly anywhere else, but we should get to the palace as soon as we have taken care of everything.
In that case, what do you think about what has been happening?
So much has happened. So much death. Sagacious Zhu's sacrifice weighs on my mind.
Don't feel bad for him. He found his lost courage. If we succeed, he will rest in peace.
Now I understand why he was so troubled. It wasn't cowardice that led to his exile from the Lotus Assassins. It was conscience. He must have wanted to oppose them, even if he didn't realize it at first. But that would have meant his superiors were wrong. A far graver thing than just being evil.
Is it
What
though?
must it be like to be so devoted that it was easier to imagine a deficiency in himself than to confront the truth of the Emperor's evil?
In better times, he would have been a great servant of the Empire. His loss is a crime.
We have to make sure this can never happen again. I know we will. We have to. Hurry to the palace. I can't bear to think of Master Li remaining in the hands of this Emperor a moment longer. Don't go too far. I'd get lost.
Alright, well, y'all ready? Let's head to the palace and bring this to an end.
Are you ready yet? The more I think about the information you found, the more I need answers straight from my father.
Then let us go to the palace.
Good. My father has much to answer for. I know he will explain everything, and if Death's Hand is there, I'll have some words for him as well. Kang, those flags that I gave you, the ones with the royal seals, mount them on your pile of scrap and let's go. I don't want to waste any more time.
Pile of scrap, ouch.
Yes, ma'am, no argument. Garish flags to stop the turrets. Just no yelling while we fly. The space is small and it echoes loudly.
Makes sense though, being the princess, she would have...
Yes, princess, at your word.
She would have, diplomatic immunity. Of a sort. Yeah, let's fight. Why not? What is this? Drains health from your enemies and transfers it to you. That's cool. And Radiant Aura. To the palace we go. Wait, why are you going that way? The palace is behind you. Kang, turn around. Also, why are we over water? Definitely made a wrong turn. Let's see if I can defeat all these guys. Okay, we have better weapons. That ship's gonna get away. Oh well. Maybe not. I think we need to use the other thing. I can crash into some of them, though, to...
Okay,
Oh.
another impact and we start losing pieces. Abandon the fight.
Can't crash into the bombs, though. Oh, that was it? Alright. Didn't get a chance to use my new ability. Oh well. It is certainly quite impressive. Truly a modern marvel.
We must hurry to my father. This entrance allows me to come and go as I please. There are no guards or sentries here to hinder us.
No!
What is that little demon host doing now? We don't have time for this.
Shush, princess.
The time has come, mortal. I won't share this shell anymore. I'll destroy you, Chaikar, and her mind as well if I have to.
He is too strong here in this place. You must help me, spirit monk. For the sake of the girl, fight with me against him. Ah, moment of choice. Which demon do you want to help? It's an obvious choice for us. I will aid you, Chaikar. Then come. We must face him inside the girl's spirit. This is a cool little fight. I actually forgot about this. And I think we get to fight as Chaika, if I'm not mistaken.
You think your treachery will kill me, mortal? It will only set me back. As long as the corruption remains in this world, I will endure. I'll die, along with this stupid girl.
We must move quickly, mortal. I guided you to this place. If I fall, your spirit will be lost forever. Great. So don't let him die. Is he immune? He is. Poison. Great. Watch out. Oh, I knew that was bad. Get away, get away. Here we go. And down he goes. Thank you for what you have done here. Yajen has not been banished, but his strength has been greatly depleted. He will not harm the girl again. She will not know what happened here, only that it was important, that the darkness is gone, and that you are to thank for it. That pretty much is what happened here. And we received Guardian Strength. Is that a technique? I think it is.
Well, I'm glad to see you are back. What was all that about?
Long story. A troubling force was ejected. All is well now. Demons fought for her body. I had to intercede.
I am glad to see that Wildflower appears well. It must have been a very disturbing experience.
It's good that some of us care about each other.
No more than our own if we don't get moving.
Oh yeah, Sky. Forgot you existed.
Yes, while you were elsewhere, a servant tried to warn me against entering my own home. We need to confront my father as soon as possible.
It may be too late if what we know is true.
I must hear it from my father's mouth. I must hear how he explains all these lies. The golems, Death's Hand, all of it.
Sounds like denial.
You go ahead, but only take one other with you. The rest should guard the rear and only fight if needed. I do not want a full war within these sacred walls.
Oh, that'd be fun though.
I would prefer to be up front, but if not, I will catch up if there's anything important to say. Come, let's go.
Chapter 4, wherein the palace keeps its secrets, an emperor is met in battle, and a master shows his gratitude. You infiltrated and destroyed the Lotus Assassin Fortress, and learned that the emperor had full knowledge of what was held there. It was a costly endeavor, and the loss of one of your fellows casts a pall across your coming confrontation in the palace of the mighty Emperor Sun High. Here we are at long last, Chapter 4. I kind of want to take Sky with me, especially because she says she'll come and catch up anyway. And we haven't used him in a while. We haven't used Ho either. But plot-wise, it does make sense to have the princess here, so let's go with her
Anything's
for
better
now.
than waiting around in the camp.
And let's go with, support, so that we deal extra damage with martial styles. Between Chi Strike and my upgraded Technique of the Bull, or whatever it's called, we should be doing a lot of damage, even with just our fists. What was I going to look at? Techniques. Guardian Strength, Health, and Chi. Alright. I will take that. See, most games are very stingy about giving out hard stat increases, and I guess for good reason. But this game is not what I like. Alright, well, we'll take the princess with us. Let's talk to the others.
What would you like?
What do you think of this place?
This palace. It's wondrous. I never thought a place like this could exist. But the Guardian, he says that something is wrong. It's not right.
This place is steeped in magic. The very stones burn with it, but there is corruption too. At the heart lies something outside the bounds of nature. Whatever fate guides us, it surely leads us here. What are your thoughts, Guardian? Your destiny awaits you in the palace. We should not delay much longer.
I can't believe we're actually inside the Emperor's palace. I must admit, I feel as though I'm trespassing, like I don't belong here.
Technically, we don't.
Perhaps the Emperor can give me some courage. I seem to have lost mine.
Wizard of Oz reference? That's all for now, Ho.
As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
It has been quite a while since we used Drunken Master as well. That would be fun again.
We should keep moving. It would be most impolite to miss an appointment with the Emperor himself.
And that's all he has to say?
I'm staying here for what I like to call safety. If you want to take a jaunt out of here, let me know. Other than that, I'm staying put.
Can we actually leave? That's surprising. Let's see what he says. Ready the flyer. I want to go somewhere.
I'm sure the princess will not be pleased at the delay, but I'm all for it. Just say the word.
Huh. So the point of no return really is not a point of no return. You can go back. And the Imperial Palace is on the map, though it's not really near the city, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So that underlines my thesis that this map is more kind of for fun than a realistic depiction of the Jade Empire. Because I would think the Imperial City would be, up here somewhere. Or there'd be like a grassland up here where it is. And the palace would obviously be directly over top of it.
I wish we could have visited the palace under better circumstances. I feel like an invader in the heart of my own land. Let's keep moving.
Flyers outside, that's pretty cool.
I thought there'd be more half-dressed serving girls with bowls of wine and food. What kind of emperor doesn't have serving girls?
I guess one with other things on his mind.
Let's get going. Maybe he keeps the good stuff farther in.
Good stuff is one word for it. I'd like to hear more about your past.
I'm a fighter, not a damn history book. No more stories. You've got my fists and my axes. That's enough. Let's find someone to kill.
Alright, can't say I disagree with that. That should be everybody. And what about you, Princess? You ready for what's ahead?
There is no time for discussion. We should hurry to my father as quickly as possible.
Then let's get to it. Not entirely healed up. Hopefully
The
healed
palace
enough.
is ancient. Some say it was a celestial gift. It shouldn't be misused.
Gem of Evil Thought. Probably can't use that. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what the red circle there means. Yes, it does. Let's top off our focus. Oh, little puppies. I forget what those type of dogs are called. Is that a Yorkie? It might be a Yorkie. I like dogs, but I've never been good at memorizing dog breeds. Well, I probably shouldn't be shattering these ancient palace vases, but nothing inside them anyway. Shouldn't, like, the princess just, like, take off her silk fox disguise and show she is? I imagine they wouldn't fight their own princess. Ha! Trying to get some mana back. Oh right, I have the human XP thing on, which means no power-ups. Alright, that might make this a little challenging at least, so I kind of like that. Let's see what we can do without them. Ah, we're on fire. I see some Lotus Assassins too. Alright, So, we may not be able to get orbs from harmonic combos, but we can still use them. Aura of Malice. A lot of evil gems here. Before we read that book, let's make sure I have... don't need that. But I do want the Gem of the Frail Scholar. The Lotus Monks. As far as we know, all copies of the larger text were destroyed, but I shall include a fragment below for your amusement. Protection of our glorious Emperor has always been the purpose of the Order of the Lotus. The Lotus Monks are the personal servants and protectors of the Emperor of the Jade Empire, governed by the Hand of Heaven, Sun Kin. They are servants, guards, teachers, doctors, and spiritual advisors. With their simple robes and dyed hands, they are an omnipresent and unpredictable force whose importance is disproportionate to their numbers. Anyone who wishes a presence in the court of the Emperor must in some way appease the Lotus Monks. Should someone displease the Emperor or offend the glory of the Empire, the consequences can be dramatic. Fortunately, they watch themselves as well as others, and any who stray are punished accordingly. How quaint. Blood stains the hands much better than dye. Lim. Funny that Lim wrote this. Guess he was a bit of a historian. So that explains their mark, though, on the banners in the fortress. They used to dye their hands. First with dye, and now with blood. Yay, level up. Alright, let's go ahead and use it. And get all of our health back. You know, I kind of remember that being a thing. Maybe I'm thinking of KOTOR again, though. Where you could actually save your level ups and use them at opportune times, even mid-fight, to get all your resources back. Yeah, I like focus, but I like chi even more. 26 points. Let's upgrade Leaping Tiger, because I am enjoying chi strike mode. Of course, it does make it use more chi, but also does more damage. Hopefully it's a better ratio. And we have 10 more points. That's just enough for something cool. Possibly. Well, I can do more duration for our stun. Seems a little cheap as it is, though. And Spirit Thief doesn't... It increases speed. I guess that's the duration of its stun, which is always nice. Chi damage I don't really care about. That defeats the purpose. What about Storm Dragon? Alright, let's upgrade that. And we'll save the rest. Okay, we already read that. This is a trap. Nope, not a trap. The Celestial Order, Volume 2. The Great Dragon loosed chaos upon the world he had created, separating man from the beasts, and laying the foundation for the eventual order that would unite humanity, the glorious Jade Empire. The great animal spirits of the past were cast out from the human communities, and man was forever separated and elevated above his common beasts. Man was now the guardian of order, imposing his will on nature and shaping it to his desire. But balance must exist in all things. Man was a bastion of order, with chaos in his heart. For as long as the world remains in chaos, man will always war and strive against his fellow man. This is the way of nature. Until the great dragon returns to bring the world to order, or humanity brings itself above the cycles of nature, this is the way it will always be. Hey, book set complete. Guess there weren't too many issues with that one. And I don't think there's a level cap, or if there is one, I don't think you can really reach it through normal gameplay. So we'll keep going and see if we can eke out another level here in the palace. To the elevator, Batman.
This is one of the many spires within the palace, where visitors are raised as if by the glory of the Empire. Without a guide, you could be lost here for days.
Good thing I have you then. And everyone else made it too. Once again, I'm sure it's actually the container spinning, and not the circle we're on, as far as the internal game mechanics go. Yeah, now we end this way, exit this way. To the throne room. To even set foot in the throne room is an honor afforded to very few. I love
Try
this
not
music.
to damage anything. The Empire has seen enough disgrace.
Leaping Tiger. Ice Shard, Stone Immortal.
Certainly feel like it. But we are very likely about to face an Emperor.
We are nearly to the throne room. Although my father has let these unseen parts of the palace fall into disrepair, these chambers are the tombs of past leaders.
So why was he going to get buried in the necropolis if other emperors are buried here? Who is entombed here?
We would be here for days, and you likely know the most prominent anyway. Sagacious Tien, the first emperor, founder of the Jade Empire, and builder of the wall.
Didn't know he started the wall.
Cormia, the Swift Arrow, defender of the First Age and commander of the borderlands during the Horse Lord incursions. Sangsi, the Broken Bow, the first woman to rule openly. She changed more in a single valiant battle than many others did with entire campaigns. The latest tombs belong to the Emperor's brothers, Prince Sun Li and Sun Qin. You have caused me to doubt this, but here they are for your own eyes to see.
Right, but a tomb is not a corpse. Master Li is the Emperor's brother, and he is still alive.
That is what you said he told you, but here is the tomb of the glorious strategist before you. Is this all a lie?
Why wouldn't I? Wait. That's not really an answer to her question. Your father's word is hardly... Well, I don't want to be mean. Have you actually seen the inside of the tombs?
No, they have been sealed for 20 years. I don't have any more proof than what was announced to the people.
Well, there you go.
I don't know what that is worth anymore.
If Master Li is alive, what about Prince Qin?
And your next question will be, what is in there if the brothers aren't? I can't say, but my father will explain everything. He has to. But your conviction is disturbing. I will definitely bring this up with my father when we confront him. We are close to the throne room. The longer we take, the more questions I have.
Alright, well, we can't go through these doors, so we'll just have to get our answers elsewhere. But first, let's read a book. The Righteous Siege. A vague account of the attack of the spirit monks on the spirit monks of Dirge that maintains Sun Li and Sun Qin died in the assault. Despite obvious bias, some passages hint at the bloody actions that tormented Sagacious Zhu. So that part I'm assuming is not from the scroll, it's the narrator of the game, so to speak. Days turned to weeks as denial of the Emperor's authority continued. The gates of the fortress did not yield until cowards within were convinced to turn on their fellows. Victory was as inevitable as the tide, but losses were felt. 2 brothers were claimed by crimes that remain unspoken, lest the heart of the Empire break with the telling. Death's hand rose in their stead, to serve while Sun Hai returned life to the withered land. In the weeks that followed, the Prince of Disloyalty was made clear to those in and out of the Emperor's honored grasp. A difficult time full of changes that not all would accept. The necessary cruelties ensued that no one in the Jade Empire would ever go thirsty again. So I'm not sure who the Prince of Disloyalty is. Is that Death's Hand? Or one of the brothers? Prince Qin, maybe? But anyway, let's destroy this vase, and then I'm going to stop the episode here. A royal palace, only 5 silver in its jars. How cheap. So I like the design here. It's very cool. I wish we could explore more of it. But our exploration will continue in the next episode. This will be our big confrontation with the Emperor himself. Should be really exciting. Stay tuned for more.